Hello everybody and welcome. I am the British Ace and welcome to my slot on the spring sale event for Train Sim World. We're going to be showing off the Bakerloo line today, which still seems like it's a new route, but it's not a new route. This year it will be coming up to 4 years old already, which is pretty mental because I still consider this sort of being a new route, but it's not. Let's get in. Let's get in the train. We'll get it all set up. Let's do a bit of that. That goes to on. It's been ages since I've been in this train. Inter, I think we have to put it into. And acknowledge that. Do a bit of that. Oh no, is that going to come on? Or are we going to come on? Maybe not. I think that's about it. I don't think there's really much else we need. Oh yeah, this. Elephant and Castle. And we'll get the passenger lights on as well. There we go. We won't bother with the back blind, as there's not really much point in putting that one on. Because if you see the back of the train on the tube, you probably missed the train. Missed the train already. Got a bit of freight going through there. So I had the 166 on it as well. Cool. And this is the newer timetable as well. So it's got like 600. It's basically the real timetable. As when this route first came out, it sort of had a sort of quite a stripped back timetable, with not really many trains on it. That's why that door at the front is disabled. I'm guessing that's probably something TfL probably said to Dovetail to do, to basically make sure people can't open that door there. So you can't open that. Don't know. I suppose that probably was the reason. Thanks to TfL being like, "Oi, make sure they can't open it," as you can in the 1938 stock. Cool. We've got the jump out. There's the interior. Which still looks really, really good to this day. I can't believe it is 4 years old, this route. It really is, well, almost 4 years old, 3.5 years old. It's really quite crazy to think that's how fast time's gone. Right, let's go. Into Harrow Wealdstone. Just realised my keyboard's not plugged in, so bear with me whilst I try and plug that in. We are on the PS5 for this. There you go, keyboard is in. There you go, that's much better. So it's about 53 minutes down to Elephant and Castle. So a relatively nice journey time. Fair amount of variety on this route as well. From, the sort of 25-minute, 30-minute Queen's Park services, 40 minutes Stonebridge Park, and then Harrow Wealdstone, about 53, 55 minutes. Yeah, this is Harrow Wealdstone. Probably don't have long here. And I think after this it's Kenton Station. Yeah, I believe that's the next one after. Let's have a look at the departure board. So they're every 15 minutes up to here. This was also the first route to have CIS on it. Yeah, every 15 minutes or so. I've picked rush hour as well. I suppose this will be sort of a later rush hour service. Right, let's go. 45 miles per hour. We are off. An old but gold route. But it's weird that it's really weird thinking, this is 3.5 years old already. I know we're probably going to mention that a few times, but it's still a really good route. This is one of the base routes for Train Sim World 2. It was this route, what else was it? Sandpats Grade and Kolschner Fast Strecker, which is Kolnarken. bumping around everywhere. And this is the Watford DC line, and you've got the West Coast main line to the left of us. Because realistically, this line is also shared with London Overground trains. So hopefully when the Goblin comes out, if it's not out already, maybe we'll see some Overground action on here. Lovely. As we approach Kenton, which you probably could come into at 40 miles an hour, but you really do have to slam those brakes on straight away. So we'll be slightly more sensible, maybe aim for about 35. But the brakes are good on this train, but not like really amazing. You've still got to be fairly careful. Well, this is Kenton. That's quite a nice stop, actually. Sort of kept it in sort of step 2, we'll say. And yeah, then South Ken after this, or South Kenton, with our 1972 tube stock, which is the oldest tube stock operating on the Underground. The second place is the 1973 stock on the Piccadilly line. Which that'll be another route. The Piccadilly line would be awesome to see on TSW. Just going to refrain it. I'm just going to say it's not on TSW before anyone hears me say Piccadilly line. They're like, oh, is it on TSW? No. As I think when they were sort of first originally planning what underground route to come up with, it was either Piccadilly line or Bakerloo line, because well, they're both fairly manual still. And have old tube trains. But in the end, Bakerloo sort of came out on top because it hasn't got all the branch lines coming out all over the place. So it's slightly easier to do. So station stops for our journey. So we've just had Kenton. Well, you've got Harrow Wealdstone. I think it's 25 stations. You've Harrow Wealdstone, Kenton, South Kenton, North Wembley, Wembley Central, Stonebridge Park, Harleston, Willesden Junction, Kensal Green, Queen's Park, Kilburn Park, Maida Vale, Warwick Avenue, and then you've got Paddington, I want to say, Edgware Road. I've got to think here. There's not Marylebone, is there? No, there is Marylebone Hill. Or is there? Warwick Avenue, Paddington, Edgware Road. Might then be Marylebone. Is it then Baker Street? No, I think then it's Marylebone. Possibly. And then Baker Street, Regent's Park, Oxford Circus, Piccadilly Circus, Charing Cross, Embankment, Waterloo, Lambeth North, and then Elephant and Castle. So there's a few stops to go. But it's a nice journey. And here we are. This is South Kenton. As we await our time here. Bear with me, everybody, a couple seconds. Cool. Let's quickly let one of the cats go. Right, and it's North Wembley next. We should be all good to move. And let's go. I'm interested. There is Marylebone on here, isn't there? Yeah, there is. For some reason I was thinking no, but yeah, it is. There's another freight service on the West Coast main line. Always a nice little sight seeing the big boy trains on there. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. Should be. Yeah, big thanks to Dovetail Games for having us on there for a bit of Bakerloo action. A bit of Bakerlooing. And once we get to Queen's Park, we actually then do become underground. And about half the route's overground, half the route's underground. And here we are. This is North Wembley. Remember when the route first come out, it was sort of like, you know, what's your favourite bit? Is it the sort of subsurface bit? Not no, the overground bit or the underground bit? I remember one of the viewers literally would just stay on the underground bit and go from Elephant and Castle to Queen's Park like all day. And I was like, how? How can you stay in the tunnels all day? Go overground, go to Harrow. Here we are, this is, yeah, North Wembley. "30 seconds behind. Let's get moving." The old style motors. And off we go. Already another train on the way up. Yeah, it's good being back. I haven't played this route in ages, so it's good to be back on it for this sales event. Yeah, it's still a very good route, and yeah, not recently, but did get the new timetable, which I think was probably around this time a year and a half. No, about a year ago. Possibly longer. And we also did pass under the Chiltern main line / Met line in between. I think it's Kenton and South Kenton. Who are they? Wembley Central. Under a building station. Cool. Here we are. You don't wait around very long either. You can see that we're literally due here about 20 seconds. So we've lost 20 seconds. Start getting the door shut now. Just literally don't wait for the ring to go round. Just try and get going straight away. I'll wait for it to get about 3/4 of the way around, then start closing the doors. Right, onwards to Stonebridge Park. Is that another freight train over there? That one being in the yard there. So the speed limit does come down. Is it? Yeah, 40. As we sort of go underneath the West Coast main line. Yeah, towards Stonebridge Park, which is one of the big depots on this route. Yeah, I think it's Stonebridge Park and London Road and Queen's Park, but that's smaller. Yeah, Queen's Park, yeah, Stonebridge Park, Queen's Park and London Road depots. Stonebridge Park being the largest. The London Road depot is quite cool because I think that's just after Lambeth North. You sort of go through the tunnel and then up to the surface. It's sort of, yeah, just sort of within a cutting. It's quite cool. It's a cool depot. difficult getting up there or down from there. That'll be a Stonebridge Park service, or Stonebridge Park Terminator. And we'll be going back down to Elephant and Castle, awaiting us to go through. Here we are, this is Stonebridge Park. You've got to be quite quick as well, you can't dawdle on this route. You've literally got to try and get in as fast as you can and brake as sort of hard as you can, without overshooting. We're at Stonebridge Park. Okay, 20 seconds now, that's alright. Right, doors, start getting them shut now. And Harleston next, let's go. And there's Wembley over there as well. Wembley Stadium. Home of the England football team. And sort of basically the main international stadium in the UK. Football. I think sometimes rugby as well. No, rugby's Twickenham. So yeah, basically from here it gets busier, which is we've just added the Stonebridge Park services. Well, you get the Stonebridge Park to Elephant and Castle and vice versa services. So we'll see more and more trains. I suppose it's quite good doing it this way, as it just sort of gets busier as you go south. But yeah, the hype for this route though, when it first got announced though, I mean it was like, yeah, I remember me included, I would literally just go on YouTube and watch like Bakerloo line videos for like an hour or so, sort of just looking at the trains, looking at all the stations. Yeah, this was a big release and a really good route to have included with the base game for Train Sim World 2. I mean, the London Underground deep level line, I mean, there's not really any other game readily available with that. Is it Train Sim Classic? Well, Train Sim Classic does now actually have the Waterloo and City line, but that's not on Steam. There's another game, Open BVE, I think that's got a couple of the tube routes, but sort of good quality. This was really the only one. So yeah, this was I think a big success, I'd say. Oh, there's a collectible there. Do I get out and get it? No time. Not a time. Okay, 10 seconds now. Oh, look at that freight train up there. Brilliant. Oh, that is good timing. That's cool. Right, and we're off. We'll try and get an image of that, but yeah, it's probably going to go past by the time we're on the other side. So yeah, up to 45 still, but then coming down to 30. And we come into Wealdstone Junction. So we'll try and come down to 30 at the last possible sort of time. Got to make up those 15 seconds. There's the 30, and this is Wealdstone Junction. You've also got the terminating platform in the middle. Which means it's quite a cool layout at the station. And here we are, this is Wealdstone Junction. Do the doors. And that'll be Kensal Green after this. There you go, back on time as well, brilliant. And let's go. We are off. Possibly. There we go. Now we're off. Cool. You can probably hear the cat in the background. A disruptive passenger. He's very needy. So that goes up to join up with the North London line, which is just there, sort of higher level Wealdstone Junction platforms. And if we time it well, we should get a little bit of time at Queen's Park. You get, at the best of times, about maybe a minute there. Yeah, a minute. But yeah, I suppose maybe because maybe they do driver changes there. So you get a little bit of time to also catch up as well before you go into the deep dark. As people soon go back up. There's the 45 board, which as we're on the Overground section, we've got to wait for the back of the train to pass the board. Whereas on the Underground section, as soon as the train passes a speed board, you can speed up. Not sure if that's the same for when the speed limit comes down. I don't know if you sort of get, in real life, a little bit of time to then come down. So it's probably not. This is Kensal Green. We have got limited clearance signs on this route. There you go, something falling off the shelf. Cats. This is Kensal Green. You love them, but they are very disruptive. Oh, hello. Oh. There we go. Right. So we've got a bit of time here. Let's try and get a little photo. Well, hopefully that will sort itself out. That's weird. Let's go manual focus. Oh, I don't know what's going on there with that. It's funny, isn't it? Right, let's go back to autofocus. That can do it for us. That's gone all blurred there. That's really weird. Unless it doesn't count as, I don't know. Not sure. Right, let's go. Queen's Park next. Let's go. That's a Stonebridge Park service. It's very noisy on the outside. Cool. Let's go. Yeah, is this your first time seeing the Bakerloo line? Maybe you didn't know about this route in Trainson World. Good thing is it's on sale, within the spring sales. And the good thing about this route as well, it's the full package. Like, it is the full Bakerloo line. It's not just, you know, half the route or whatever. It's the full Bakerloo. You can sit on the same train all day just going backwards and forth, which makes it sort of that extra bit special, because you can just stay on it all day. Same with the other route, Birmingham Cross City. That's another one you can just stay on all day. Same train backwards and forth. They're the best types of routes. And you've got Queen's Park train shed, which we go through. As Whereas once upon a time, maybe the line sort of ended here, so they built the sheds here and then finally extended it but kept the shed. Yeah, it's quite funny. You sort of, yeah, you go through the building. And yeah, if we're on time, which we should be, we may get about a minute here. Yeah, this is Queen's Park, which sort of signifies that we're sort of halfway. Also a great place to watch trains as well here. This is about the busiest point on the line. If you want busy, go Queen's Park. How long have we got? Well, it says 1 minute, so we've got probably about a minute here then. And here we are. There's already another train coming up there. It's awesome just how busy it is, it's great. Here we are. And we've got 40 seconds here. So I was going to try and let out the cat, but she's chilled out now. Sat on the chair. One coming in. That's a Terminator, I think that's a Queen's Park on there. Or did it? Possibly. Yeah, it's a Terminator. You see how frequent it is though. Maybe not on this one, what about this one? 2 minutes, and that's the fourth one. In 10 minutes. So, yeah, 4 minutes to Harrow Wealdstone, basically every 2 minutes. So you've really sort of got to try and stick to the timetable. So otherwise you're going to screw up other trains or get stuck behind another train, depending on how late you are. That would be something interesting to see if I just sit here for 15 minutes for the fun of it. What will all the trains do? There'll be like major disruption just because I'm 15 minutes late. Even 5 minutes late would be very disruptive. And as soon as we pass that board, we can speed up. I think that counts as sort of one of the underground ones. So as soon as the front touches it, let's go. It is Kilburn Park now as we head down into the tunnels. Which for maybe viewers' benefit, I might turn on the cab light on the right hand side. I don't usually, but it may be your first time seeing it, so. Well, they're saying that's not even that dark at the moment. Oh, there we go, now it's getting a bit darker. Although you can see the light quite well out the front. So yeah, we're in this tunnel all the way to the end now. This is Kilburn Park. Sort of feathering the brakes. Here we are. And then after this, we've got Maid of Vale. And let's go again. Are we trying that? You can't, can you? You can't go in the free cam in the sort of tunnel bit. Off we go again though. So yeah, we're over halfway now. Just. So we'll be in the tunnel for a little bit. Well, for the rest of it. That's all good. You've also got to keep an eye on the signals on here. Say if that one was yellow there, it's literally not going to be far until the red. The signals are all very close to one another, so if you're flying along, you see it'll literally slam on the brakes. It's just after it'll probably be the red. Especially at Elephant and Castle. There's a cheeky signal there, where it's on a bit of a blind corner. You get the yellow, and literally just round that blind corner there's the red. So you've got to be really careful. This is made about. What camera do you get? I remember you got like a side camera. I can't see. Oh, there we go. You sort of got, yeah, you get this for the tunnels. And it is camshaft as well. So yeah, shunt series, parallel. Yeah, you don't get weak field on here. Right, onwards to Warwick Avenue. So I suppose we're getting towards the centre of London now, but not just yet. I'd say once you get past Baker Street, from there you're really within central London. Sort of the proper CBD. Nice bit of flange as well. So you speed round the bends. The stations are a little bit further apart on this bit still. Only just though. Well, say Charing Cross to Embankment, you can literally see the other station, and probably when the back of the train comes at you, you're already going into the next one, or just almost. Yeah, this is Warwick Avenue. And this is Paddington. I think it's about 20 through there, either 20 or 25. Here we are. And yeah, Paddington next. We were 20 seconds behind again, right. We can't be having that. Right, full whack. I wonder what the guidelines to actually driving this train are. Is it literally just and then go? Or is it sort of step it, into each one? You've really got to be quick. There's not really much of a dwell, well, there isn't really dwell, well, the dwell time's tiny. So yeah, speed should come down fairly soon. You only see the speed wheel for a split second. Of course, you don't need to play like how I'm playing. You can have all of this on like that, and that tells you, where the stations are, where the speeds are. You can play like that, but I like playing from a realistic point of view. Which everybody has their own ways of playing this game, and this is just the way I play it. I like trying to make it sort of as immersive as possible, which is possible. I mean, it's great. It's great that you're able to turn off the HUD and play like this. As I know some people, maybe you're new to the game, maybe you'll want to play like this. You want to learn the routes and play, realistically. So it sounds like one of the ambassadors, or just generally one of the people on CSW who just like to, whack the HUD off and, play in sort of a more realistic way. But yeah, you can have that on. Or you can turn that one off if you want, turn that off, and you've got the speedo and the train you can use. Lots of different HUD variations you can use. Right, Edgware Road next. It's a bit slow, this bit. Even though it's like fairly straight, it is slow. It's like an annoyingly slow bit. Well, it's definite change of gradient there. Sort of going down. You can feel that. But I think it remains at 20 or 25 for basically the rest of the way to Edgware Road. It did go up there a little bit. How many yards? You can see how many yards it is. Yeah, 300. Oh no, okay, 30. So a little bit quicker. But we get that, I'll make the most of that. What was it between Edgware and Marylebone? I know it's a really sort of slow bit. Where it's like, why is it so slow? Here we are, this is Edgware Road. Also, like the different designs each station has. I mean, they're not all the samey. You know, it's got different designs. The tile work's different, which is just lovely to see. Sort of the variation. Yeah, this is the bit at 25 past here, all the way to, well, Baker Street, I believe. Even though it's relatively straightish. And it's like, no, why? No, you can see the next station, but it is 25. Yeah, put that down. Yeah, would I personally recommend this route? 100%. Yeah, what other simulator game, good looking simulator game, has a deep level tube route? None. And yeah, it's the full package as well, you know, it's Elephant Castle all the way to Harrow Wealdstone with a really busy timetable. And yeah, it's an underground route. With the oldest tube stock in service. And you can also get with this route as another DLC the 1938 stock, which doesn't backdate the route, but there's a timetable which uses the 38 stock. So it's a double whammy really if you like your old stuff or even older stuff. But yeah, the 1938 stock is a separate DLC by Rivet Games. So if you're not really a big fan of the 72 stock, try the 38 stock out. Because that one is, yeah, that's got separate brake and throttle. So it makes it slightly more hardish to drive. It's still what, 25. It's just like it's straight all the way into Baker Street. Which this is where, yeah, but it was Baker Street, where the line used to turn off, because the Bakerloo line actually used to go up to Stanmore, which now is the Jubilee line. Yeah, nowadays it well, goes up to Harrow Wealdstone. Yeah, the Bakerloo line's changed quite a bit over the years. Yeah, so I think it was Stanmore, that was where it used to go. So it used to turn off at Baker Street. You still actually got the junction as well. I don't know if realistically trains could still use the junction up to the the lines up to Stanmore. I don't know, is that possible? Is it here? Is this junction still connected to, say, the Jubilee line? Could trains still traverse this bit of track? Or like maintenance trains and stuff, could they go along that? Yeah, Stanmore, then I think maybe Queen's Park it went to, and then all the way up to Watford Junction. Yes, the Bakerloo line used to go all the way to Watford, and then yeah, Harrow Wealdstone. So it's been sort of all over the place. And they're also talking about in real life of extending the Bakerloo line, which they have been talking about for ages, down to Hayes, which I suppose would be sort of the first southward extension, unless it used to terminate at Waterloo, because it used to be the Baker Street to Waterloo Railway. So that was its origins. Trains named Bakerloo, Baker Street, Waterloo. Right, Regent's Park's up next. I think we go around the right hand. Yeah, here we are. Here it is. Round into Regent's Park. Here we are. And again, a different sort of feel to this station. Even, yeah, they're all tube stations. They all have different feel to, all tile works and, yeah, sort of different. It's nice. They're not all like copy and paste, basically. Have we got a train behind us as well? Yep, there's one there just coming into Baker Street. Which is the impressive thing, there's so many trains. Like the one ahead of us is just coming into Piccadilly Circus, which is only 2 stops away. And yeah, there's actually a train every other stop. There's a train. It's crazy. Right, Oxford Circus next. I think it comes down to about 20-25 coming round into it. In the tunnel we go. Got the wires and pipes running along the side as well. You might not even be into train simulation, but still get this route, because say maybe you commute on it in real life. So I just want to see what it's actually like being up front. Yeah, surely coming into Oxford Circus. There it is. Steady into it. And after this is Piccadilly Circus, which is sort of one of the more known stations of the Bakerloo line for its, well, its tile work and colours. And this station is a bit boring, so we'll just say plain. Oxford Circus, sort it out, do more. Well, Oxford Circus, only about 10 seconds behind. And the seconds count on here. Oh, and also a little thing you can actually use on this train. You can actually use the Westinghouse brakes. I don't know why you would want to use the Westinghouse brakes, but you can. Which are, yeah, the different brakes you can use. Yeah, I'm not sure why you would want to use them anyway. But if you want to. Which in simple terms are just other brakes which are harder to use. But cool to have them anyway. And you can see how close they are apart. Look, it's only 600 yards to Piccadilly Circus. They're not miles apart. Yeah, about half a mile that is. Half a mile or so apart from each other. It really is great to be back on the street. It does bring a smile. It's been too long. Too long. It's a bit of a gem as well, this one. Yeah, have a look as we're coming into Piccadilly Circus. It's a lovely station. You can see the other platform over there with another train over there. Surprise, surprise. Just a very nice looking station. Got the colours coming into here. It's a slightly peculiar colour scheme. It's sort of white, cream, green, red. But damn, it's nice. It's nice, but at the same time, it's not nice. Not really a colour scheme I'd use in my bedroom. Here we are. And we do have a red... Oh, no, it's green now. That's good. So we're almost there now. It's Charing Cross next. So we're sort of getting out of like the central bit now. And soon we'll be going under the Thames. But just got to be really careful coming into Elephant and Castle. Or after, basically, as soon as you leave Lambeth North, just be on high alert. Cool. That's 20. It's quite sort of, yeah, it's a tight corner, tight curve. Lots of flange, naturally. Did anybody travel on this route when it had the 1938 stock running? So I think they got retired in the 80s, was it? 80... Yeah, something so sometime in the 80s. 1988 comes to mind, but I think it was probably a bit before that. Yeah, did anybody ever travel on the 38 stock? And if so, what was it like? What was it like as opposed to, say, this, the 72 stock, which is now considered old? And they've still got quite a few years to go, I reckon, these trains. Because they don't actually... Well, they do have... They've got the new tube for London. Hang on, don't do that. Yeah, they've got the new tube for London, but I think that's going to be on the Piccadilly line first. So these trains, the 72 stock, have still probably got ages to go. I mean, probably at least... We'll probably still be seeing these trains in service in 2026, 2027. Yeah, this is the bit where it's still quite slow and it's just a straight line. That's Embankment, and after that we are under the Thames to the south side of the river. It's cool when you're sitting at Charing Cross and you can see the rear of the other train at Embankment. On some services you get that. You're just so close behind the other train. I mean, the fourth train behind us is only 8 minutes away. And the other one's probably about 2 minutes. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, every 2 minutes. You can open the window, but to open the window you have to do this. Drop light interlock. Get that open. If you want a bit of fresh air. Although, saying that, it's probably not going to be fresh air on the tube. Be dusty and yeah, not things you want to be inhaling. Right, let's go. Now we've got to wait for that to come off now. It's because we stood up from the seat, so they got a bit angry with us. Right, onwards to Waterloo. Should we get a fast bit on this bit as well? I think it's actually a 35 limit once we see the T-board. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go, 35. Although it comes down to about 20 or 25 coming into Waterloo. Cool. Not for long though, and it will slow down. There you go. Flange again. As we come up to Waterloo. So it's one of the more primary stations on the route. And it's a very tight corner as well. Yeah, the next one's only 2 minutes behind, so probably coming into embankment. Or, yeah. So it's quite cool. That's a collectible to fix those screens. Actually, I used to have all the collectibles, but yeah, that one's just leaving Charing Cross and yeah, being into embankment. Be interesting to see the turnaround time at Elephant and Castle. Because on the old timetable, you used to have a little bit of time there, but on sort of the newer timetable, probably what 4 minutes or so, and that's about it. Well, yeah, if they're running literally every 2 minutes, there's 2 platforms at Elephant and Castle. So yeah, 4 or 5 minutes at most, and you'll be back out again. As you'll be blocking the platform. Not too far to Lambeth North, and after Lambeth North you'll see the little line going up to London Road, which is the London Road depot here. It's like a little quirky little single track, really steep going up line, which you can go up. There's services to go up to London Road depot. But I think that's it there, that's the crossover, or one of them, to get up to it. Is it? Yeah, just before. Yeah, it's just before Lambeth North. So you'd go across there and up there. Here we are, Lambeth North. And after this station, we've got to be really careful, as this will be like one of the high SPAD areas, high risk SPAD areas of the route. As the signals here are just horrible. They're not nice, not friendly. Here we are. We've already got the clear. 20 seconds behind. Seconds are critical on here. And yeah, we're going to be into the right hand platform. So down to 10 miles an hour coming into Elephant and Castle. Well, that's green, but it's quite deceiving because you'll see a green just round the corner, yellow, and then red like straight after. Basically, I don't know if you even get yellow for this one. It's just a really horrible signal round this corner. So I'm purposely going a bit slower. No, all good, all green there. Which you're like, brilliant, well, speed up. Okay, there's a green there. That's promising. That's good. Just got to be careful around here. Okay, no, we actually seem to be doing quite well this time. There's a red. Oh no, that's the other train. Yeah, if you do get, it's easy to get a spad round that corner. So just be really careful. Down to 10 miles an hour, which it will be across the points. Oh, it was 10 miles an hour. That train's already ready to go. That's all set up and ready to head back out up to wherever it's going. It's also like to think how they built this as well. It's just like wow, marvel of engineering. So this train goes back out in 3 minutes' time. Back up to Harrow and Wealdstone. 3 minutes, and remember we're basically on time. Maybe 4 minutes if you're a little bit quicker. So you don't get long. Oh, and there's also some services that do go into the siding just past Elephant and Castle. The tunnel goes on, but not very much, not much further. Also the spooky siding down there, which is there. That one's already off. Already. There we go. That was actually really good. We didn't, speeding was, we didn't. That was perfect. Gold medal, and yeah, 14 miles. That was almost 15 miles in 54 minutes. Nice and quick, eh? Then you shut this down. Get the headlights and stuff off, which we'll just do doing that. And then tail lights, which are here somewhere. Yeah, they're already on by default. But yeah, that is hang on. That is going to be everybody for my slot on the. We'll vacate the train before the next driver gets in, which yeah starts in 10 seconds. Oh, well, they gone off. But yeah, that's good for me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. What about the train on this side? That will be coming in soon. I think you could already hear it coming in. 5 minutes. Yeah, here it is coming in already. 5 minutes, and this one goes up to Stonebridge Park. It's awesome. Really is good. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Thanks to Dovetail Games for having us on the spring sales event. Hey, our train's been taken over. Let's just sit on it. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, that is it. Thanks all for coming in. Thanks to Dovetail for having us on the spring sales event. The Bakerloo line, fantastic. Do recommend it quite a bit, because it is good. There's a train. Where is it? There it is. Look at that. Brilliant. But yeah, thanks all for having me up in the British Ace. You'll catch me on YouTube. I do mostly OMPSI2 and Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic. Apart from that, yes, thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.